Good morning everyone, welcome back to another video. So we've got the rubble chute set up this morning and we are disposing of all this mud and clay through the window. And it's quite good because it's not creating too much dust. It's less windy today, so it's not blowing in through the window either, so it's really good. So I've ordered 2 of these rubble chutes because obviously now we have to go upstairs, not today, but we need to also demolish upstairs to release the weight off that beam so we can replace it. So I've got a second one just so we can extend that one in the future. So yeah, it's a bit of a dirty job today, so we just better crack on with it.
morning, ladies and gentlemen. I just thought while we're clearing up the rubble today, it's just started raining actually, which is nice, it's keeping the dust down outside. I just thought I'd explain to you about the pegs that go through the beams, what they use to hold them together, why we had such a problem getting some of them out. If you notice this one, I hope the camera will pick it up, it's nice and round, or fairly straight if you like. So that one, it's sat in the hole there. I hope the camera picks it up, so it's quite dark in here. We'd be able to knock that straight out. And the other piece that fit in there, the hole, it would all come out and we could remove that piece. If you look at this one, hopefully the camera will pick that up as well. Can you see how it's bowed? It would have initially been straight like so, but now over time that's compressed. So what happens is, when that's in the hole, that little piece there that goes through the other hole, if it makes sense, starts coming out, but then as soon as it hits this bit, because it's swollen up, that's when it started getting tight, and that's why we're having such a problem pulling that out of the other piece that fits in there. If they'd have been nice and straight like that, it would have come straight out. Well, that one, as you can see, is bent, so this piece gets jammed in that bit that fits in there, and that's why we couldn't get them out. So we had no option but to just cut them off. We're only losing the little piece at the end, which, you know, when all this goes back together at some stage, the tenons would have to be all recut anyway, obviously, because if we was there marking each one of them, we'd be here for a month of Sundays just marking each one. So they'd all have to be recut, repositioned to fit in wherever, you know, this lovely stub wall that they built goes back together. Also, while I was clearing through the rubbish, I just noticed down here this piece of timber. Now, I hope the camera can pick that up, but it's been burnt at some stage. So we're presuming that at some point one of these rooms had a fire in it, and, you know, they had to rebuild it. You know, I can't remember where this bit come from, we only just noticed it, but somewhere in one of these rooms there was a fire, and obviously it all got burnt. So the mystery grows greater. You know, I mean, the fire could have been 150 years ago, so the chances of us trying to find when that fire was are really slim. Maybe if we get some records, you know, that date back 200 years, you know, it might be logged down somewhere. But just another interesting piece, you know, we found, and quite clearly, it had quite a large fire for it to burn through, you know, the size of that piece of oak. So we're going to crack on now and continue clearing this rubble. It's quite dusty, so we've all got masks on today as well, so I think we need them today. Not so much our hard hats, not much falling down, but there's a lot of dust coming up, so we'll crack on and we'll join you a little bit later.
We have managed to clear half of the rubble this morning, everyone, and I estimate we probably moved about between 3 and 5 ton of rubble. And it is just insane how much space we've gained by moving all of this rubble. But if you look here, we've still got another half to do. There's probably a ton there, a ton there, and a ton there. So yeah, that's a lot of weight being lifted off these delicate floors. So what we're going to do now is, if you pan this way, Alex, and I move at the same time, we're going to knock down this wall. This is the very last room that we've got to do. There's actually 2 rooms. There's a room here which was used for storage, and then there's half of a bedroom. So that's got to come down, and then we'll have the entire first floor of the library cleared. And then we've just got to remove some of the wattle and daub from the ceilings, and then we can start upstairs. So we better crack on.
Okay, afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We started deconstructing this wall. This is the last part of the upstairs of the library. As we took the panelling off, what we've noticed on here is a name. I believe this says Official and Granany Affair, something, which we believe is the name of the company that constructed this. And if you notice on here, it says 1973. So it's just interesting, you know, that we found a date when the construction, or at least this part of it, was done. So just thought it'd be interesting just to show you that before Yanis rips the rest of this off like an animal he is. Yeah, so just another interesting part, you know, of its history. So it's nice to pick up on camera, just little bits like that as we go for you.
full window.
Right, good afternoon, people. We took the outer skin of this part of the building off, or the building, I should say, this room, and it seems to be made of a different construction to the rest of the nuns' little quarters. For some reason, they wanted this a bit more, not secure, but maybe more fireproof. Because if we look in here, not only was it insulated, it was double plasterboarded as well, which will allow, you know, another 15, 20 minutes if there was a fire on the outside of this room. So whatever they used this room for, they wanted it a little bit more secure, maybe a little bit drier, not less as damp as maybe what, you know, the rest of the rooms may have been. So it's just what we found so far. We've also put quite a huge timber here as the door frame. So they wanted it quite secure. And obviously there's no bathroom, no sink, hand basin, I should say, rather, in there. And then it had a cupboard. I don't remember the cupboard, but we can see the witness marks of a big cupboard at the back. And that was it. So I'm not sure quite what they used this room for, but they obviously wanted it quite secure and obviously quite well insulated. And as I said before, you know, with the double layers of plasterboard, that would give you an extra fire barrier layer, if that makes sense to you. So we didn't know that until we started taking the outer skin off. So we've got it all off from the outside and down this side, as you've seen. So the next step really now is to get this door frame out, take the inner skin out and all the metal stud work that they've used, and then we can expose these rest of the original walls, and then we can get that out. So that's our next step. So, and the sun's come out, totally changed from how it was earlier. So thank God's looking down on us. So that'll be the next step we'll do. So we'll crack on.
We are finished for today, everyone. Look at that. It's been opened up. So tomorrow we'll be taking down this wall, and that's between here and another room. And that will really open up this area. And then once that's down, I think the dump or the tip is closed tomorrow. It's closed on Tuesday and Thursdays, but it's open on Friday. So we can't go tomorrow, unfortunately. So we'll have to go Friday. So a lot of this plasterboard and stuff that we're taking down the dump can go in the corridor for now. And yeah, we'll just store it until Friday. And then we're going to take out this big wall here, and that should then really open up this space, and you should see its full potential, hopefully. It's been a lot of hard work today, a lot of shoveling. Everyone's pretty tired, but they've done amazing work. So thank you, Dad, Yanis, Simon, obviously Alex holding the camera. Yeah, it's going really well. So thank you everyone for watching this video today, and I'll see you all tomorrow.